We have Helene here from Living Order San Antonio to get us organized and really just kind of analyze what being a procrastinator is all about, if it can be a bad thing or a good thing.
It can be a good thing every once in a while if you're just doing it occasionally, but it can be very detrimental if you're doing it constantly, all day, every day. So it can cause you missed opportunities at work with deadlines, it can jeopardize relationships, and it can also affect your body in a very negative way. So if you remember those 80s commercials with "this is your brain on drugs with the frying pan and the egg," well, this is an example of it. So this is your body, and this is cortisol and other chemicals being released into your body whenever you're stressed. And so when you're procrastinated, you are stressing. And if you're doing this all day, every day, it's constantly releasing and affecting your body. So cortisol causes us to crave more food, which causes weight gain. It causes higher blood pressure. So procrastination can be a very bad thing.
Okay, so if you are a procrastinator, there are probably different motivations and different reasons behind it. So we're going to kind of go through some of the main excuses that people have. One is don't know how to do something.
Right, and it's perfectly okay to admit that you don't know how to. So instead of putting it off and building up that stress, just admit to the other person, "I'm so sorry, I thought I could do it, but I can't, I don't know how. Would you mind helping me?" So get help or delegate it to somebody else.
What if it's something where you're at home and you're by yourself and you need to get a task done? You don't really know how to go about it. What do you do at that point? It's all just mind over matter with your own brain.
It is mind over matter, and it's also reaching out to somebody else to get that help. So if you are at home, perhaps you can call somebody and ask a friend how to do something, or there's a good old internet, so don't procrastinate too long in there, but you can look up the information.
Now, another reason that people procrastinate is that they don't like to do something.
Right, and a lot of times we make mountains out of molehills. So we spend so much time complaining that we actually could have gotten that thing done in less time. So in that case, you could use something like a timer in order to time yourself to see how long it really takes to do something. You can use music, or you can have the TV on in the background so you can get everything done. And even more importantly, plan in a reward. So that way when you're done with that project, even if it's something small like folding clothes when the laundry comes out, give yourself some kind of reward.
Okay, so I think I can do that. Another reason that people procrastinate is because they're overscheduled and they simply don't have the time to get certain things done.
Exactly. What happens is a lot of people make these very long to-do lists on a separate sheet of paper, and it's not near their calendar. So their calendar is already loaded with things that they need to do, but then they've got 20 things on their to-do list. So what you want to do is start taking some items from your to-do list, get them onto your calendar so you know when in the day you're going to get them done. And most importantly, make sure that you pick out the top 3 things you must get done that day before you even start your day, so you know where your focus needs to be.
And if you only get those top 3 things done, you should feel successful. At least you got something done.
You've got them done. Anything else is bonus. And make sure you also leave time for fun and also time. You know, things pop up during the day, so don't pack your schedule so much that you don't have some breathing room.
I think that everyone who works in television news could say this: I work better under pressure. Some people need deadlines. I'm that type of person where I've got to have that.
But if that's stressful to you, this is what's happening when you're working under pressure, all of that bad stuff being released. So what you want to try to do is replace that rush that you get when you feel like, oh, I'm doing so well working under pressure. Replace it with the feeling of, I got this project done early, so it's transferring that feeling to a different component of the project.
And then another biggie when it comes to procrastinating is people have this sense of perfectionism.
Yes, that is huge. And so a lot of perfectionists, they won't get started on a project because they feel like if this is not done perfectly, then it's not done right. Well, what we need to do is replace that with a mind shift of 90% is still an A. Even if it's not 100%, 90% is still really good. 80% is still really good. It's better to do something good enough than not do it at all. So you can still aim for excellence. It just doesn't have to be perfection, but that's a big jump for perfectionists. It takes some time to make that mind shift.
You got to give yourself permission to do that.
Exactly.
What about the worrier? That's me. You're going to diagnose me and treat me right here on live television. But a lot of times I will worry about things instead of getting it done. And I'm sure there are many people who have the same problem.
There are, and part of that could be perfectionism, but it's also that hesitation, that worry about, can I get it done? Will I get it done? Will I do it right? the first thing you need to do is take that first step and break down the project into smaller components. Some people see the big project, oh, I need to get all this laundry done. Well, what are all the small steps? I need to sort first, and then I need to load it into the washer. So you break it down into smaller steps, and suddenly it doesn't seem so bad, especially when you realize it might only take you 90 seconds to do that, but it'll take you 10 minutes to complain about it.
Some great points of thought today to get your life back on track and get things going so you're not a procrastinator. Thank you so much for coming by. And I like your Facebook page, and I get a lot of great tips. So I want to let everyone know about, we've been speaking with Helene today. She's with Living Order San Antonio. You can go to their website, livingordersa.com. Also find their Facebook page. Also, if you want more information about getting your life organized, 892-4990 is the number.